welcome back. The Vampyr. And if I say Vampyr, don't have a fit. And if I say Vampyr, don't have a fit. I'm pretty sure it's Vampyr, but... Anyways, I don't have much for skills, so I probably can't buy nothing. Can I upgrade this? No. 2,000? Rip off. Probably can't buy crap. I can buy that. What the heck? Then I gotta upgrade the shadow veil. And I gotta do everything. Who am I kidding? I gotta keep remembering to do that. The following night. Alright. What's this? Stealing from myself. I can make that. I guess I'll make 2. I don't want to make too much, because then I'll need something, and... I wonder if I can upgrade these. Yep. Need parts. Oh crap. I don't have enough parts. Alright, we're going to Whitechapel. Blackmail in Whitechapel. I have lost the trail of Nurse Dorothy Crane after a meeting with some shady gang member. Luckily, I found a useful hint on the man's corpse after some frenzied skulls murdered him. Some sort of coupon for a free medical exam in Whitechapel. The flyer is written in English and Romanian. I thought it was Spanish or French. The owners of the voucher are invited to find one Darius Petrescue's house and ask for Dorothea. Are this Dorothea and Dorothy Crane the same person? Could be. Is she the author of the blackmail letter sent to Lady Ashbury? I think I had better go to Whitechapel as soon as possible to get all the needed answers from the nurse. If I can find her. Oh, we're gonna find her. We will find her. We have blood-o-vision. This. See? She's hiding from us. Well, unless she's behind locked doors and I don't have a key, then this chick's a nut. I could probably buy parts from him.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
Let's trade.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reid. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
I need handle parts. He's only got one? I think I need to save for that shotgun. I'm getting close.
This is no time for suffering. It is the last
Alright, let's go. We're gonna cross that bridge. Okay. I'm sure I'm gonna get attacked on the way. Enter at your own risk. Oh boy. Serious. Ooh, is that level 18? Holy shit. Might be in over my head with this one. Gotta keep attacking him. Dang. Wet boot boys. What the hell? Let's call our group the Wet Boot Boys. Anyways, concerning the recruitment of new boys in Whitechapel, I think I found one. Albie. He's as stupid as a stool, but tough. I asked him to prove to me he could get some drugs for the black market and delivered quickly and nicely. Next time we meet, I'll tell him he's accepted as a Wet Boot Boy and he must now meet the bosses to get his orders. Man, I hope they're not all 18s. Aw, is that a baby? That looks like a dead end, so I'm gonna go in this way. Ow. I don't want to hear babies in horror games. I don't like that. Take him out quick. Oh shit. Fight him. Yep. You're gonna be. Alright. Oh, there's some bullets. These are the same. Yeah. Recruitment posters. Looks like there's 4. Oh, it's rats. What's he doing? I'm gonna eat some rats.
I have this thirst for blood.
I already read that. There's somebody.
Bloody leeches every night. Aye. God recruit more and more every year. It's mine! I'll take it.
I want to get this dude.
Die, leech!
He's gonna be the hardest. that would kill him. $3 shillings.
Whitechapel. This neighborhood is linked somehow to the kind Lady Ashbury's blackmail. First, let's find this Petrescu fellow.
Where's my new hideout? Up here? Shotgun shells, but I don't have any shotgun. Must be here. Nope. Oh, there they are.
Fuck you all! Fuck it all! Stop it now, Albert, stop it!
Oh. Murder!
I'll not die in some
Murder!
stinking alley reeking worse than a week-old lavvy.
Let's talk to
What?
him.
Shooting a boy in the middle of the street. Not the best thing to do, wouldn't
Yeah.
you say?
What?
Jerk.
You saw what happened? Who are you?
I'm Dr. Reid, and I'd like to ask you a few questions, if you promise me to set your gun aside.
No. Look, I'm not a violent man. I'm Benjamin Palmer, doctor. And no one can help me. Not even you.
I have found a very interesting letter. Your son planned to prove his worth to the gang by stealing your medicine.
Oh, I see. So the little bugger thought he could use his dad to build a reputation.
The gang's
sure did.
recruiter was dead when I found him. Perhaps you should take better care of your son.
I love my Albert, sir. Believe me. It's just... Well, I'm an arsehole, I suppose. Anyway, thanks for the letter. This is for your trouble.
Let's do this one.
What can you tell me about this place?
Nothing to say, really. This is where I used to live, and this is where I live now.
You mean you used to have a better life?
Yeah, I had a wife, a home, and a job. I even used to have a name. And now I'm just Ben. Ben the Tramp.
Ben the train.
You don't have anywhere to go? No family that would welcome you?
Not since the death of my wife, Albert's mother. She was sick, you see. Long before the flu and all this shit.
Perhaps you could focus for a moment and tell me your troubles.
I'm sick, broke, and my son just stole my pills. Everything's coming up roses.
Well, yeah. Let's see if he can do this.
Whatever the boy did, I'm sure he didn't deserve a public execution.
I swear I didn't want to hit him. It's just that I'm sick in the head, you see, and the boy he just frayed me last nerve.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? Have you heard anything?
It's funny, I've been searching for her too. I need some pills. But the woman is a phantom, if you ask me.
Really? And why is that?
Word is she ain't real. She's a cover for some doctor who runs an illegal dispensary for migrants.
Maybe that opened up. Nope. Alright, guess we're
A
done with
gun,
him.
alcohol, and a bad temper make a terrible cocktail, sir. Goodbye for now.
Loading. Loading. And loading.
Are you all right?
The bastard hit the wall next to me. I don't even know if he meant to miss.
If you've been hurt, I can help you. I'm a doctor.
Name's Albert. Remember it. Now bugger off.
I wanna unlock
What
some
happened?
hints.
Did you really steal that man's medication?
Hey, I didn't do anything. It ain't me.
All right. Perhaps the poor drunk just confused you with someone else.
Sod off, mister. You ain't got no clue what's going on here. Bastard was a soldier in the war, so now he's got the right to shoot me.
It's true. I'm not familiar with this part of town. Perhaps you could help me.
I said sod off. Go find yourself another guide.
Now let's do personal. Nope.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? If you know anything about her, I'd appreciate it.
Never heard of her. She's pretty, I'll keep an eye out.
Goodbye, young man.
Me? I'll not die in some piss-stinking alley reeking worse than a week-old lavvy.
I kinda wish you would've shot him. See if we can ask him.
Good evening, Benjamin. Can I help you?
I'm afraid not, Mr. Reid.
What is it, Benjamin? It was the war, wasn't it? Your nerves are shot, aren't they? I need some answers, Private. From one soldier to another.
The doctors called me a liar, a coward. Put me in a straitjacket, locked me up. Finally, they sent me back to the front lines with a handful of tablets.
That one.
Yes. Sounds like shell shock. I've seen a few cases like yours. This is nothing you should be ashamed of, Benjamin. And it's perfectly natural in your situation.
I'm not ashamed. I just need my pills. Peace and quiet, that's all.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? Have you heard anything?
It's funny, I've been searching for her too.
Really?
Would it?
A gun, alcohol, and a bad temper make a terrible cocktail, sir. Goodbye for now.
Who's this chick? Oh. Howdy.
Good evening, miss.
Good evening, sir. Are you interested in a miraculous cure for this unknown and deadly epidemic?
Actually, I am.
Then you have come to the right place. The famous Swanborough cordial is all you need to help keep you in perfect health.
Oh, really? Why didn't I hear about it during my studies? I'm Jonathan Reid, by the way. Dr. Jonathan Reid.
Oh, my brother has spoken of your research, sir. I'm Loretta Swanborough, and it's always a pleasure to meet a fellow healer.
I don't wanna kill her.
I'd like to see what
Yeah.
kind of medicine you're selling.
I'm not spending any money. I can sell the junk.
If I could get some work.
I'm trying to get a shotgun
Good
lady.
evening, my dear colleague.
Do this first.
Tell me, who intrigues you most in Whitechapel?
The region itself is something to see, but I would say Camellia the mute florist who gives away her flowers.
Huh?
Is there anyone I should avoid?
Cadogan Bates, without a doubt. The bloody bastard remorselessly exploits poor migrants as soon as they get here.
What do you think of the locals?
Most of them are afraid or desperate. They all come to me eventually for my remedy.
Personal. Nope. Alright, Dorothy Crane.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
I don't like to talk about competition.
Competition, you say?
Never met her, but it seems she provides some sort of medical care to the poor. The whole thing has to be some sort of scam, if you ask me.
Maybe she's just nice.
Goodbye, Miss Swanborough. Perhaps we'll talk again.
He probably steals crap from the
If I could get
hospital
some
and
work,
treats the poor.
everything would be better.
Wait a minute. Wasn't she... Yeah, she's the pillar, so... Ooh, 1500. I don't think we want to kill Dorothy. She's the pillar.
What do you want? Leave me alone.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reid. I'm looking for Nurse Dorothy Crane.
There is no Dorothy Crane here. Now goodbye.
I'm afraid this medical leaflet says the opposite, sir.
Really? Well, I'm afraid I'm going to close this door right now. Go bother someone else, Mr. Doctor.
To enter that house, I must discover who this man really is.
Dang it.
Maybe I
Get
could
in.
start by observing what he's up to. Nobody at home.
Ah.
A strange man was at the door with a pass for our medical facility. I refused him entry.
Darius, how could you know he didn't need our help?
His clothes were too finely tailored to be from Whitechapel.
Perhaps just a friend of that stray poet who is always about.
Richard Nithercott? No, not of the same cloth, this man. I suspect some machination from that journalist.
Clayton Darby. Is he still asking questions?
Yes. I saw him drifting around St. Mary's Church. I swear he is tracking me just downwind.
I must talk to that journalist or the poet. They must know about Darius. Nearby the church they just mentioned.
Alright. I guess this one. Unknown, unknown. Or they're gonna attack me.
This week, Joe. Come on, we can sort it out, right? It's not my call, Barrett. You paid one way or another. Please, Joe. How long?
Excuse me, sir. I have a few questions for you.
Another journalist? I didn't answer the first one, so piss off.
I'm not a journalist, I'm a doctor.
A doctor, you say? It's quite a rare breed in this part of town.
Really?
Well,
But
yeah.
still, here I am. Dr. Jonathan Reid, at your service.
I'm Joe Peterson to some, but Colossus Joe to most. And I don't remember asking for your service, sir.
Jerk.
May I ask what you do around here?
I do whatever I want, and sometimes even more. Now sod off.
Let's kill him.
According to you, physicians are scarce in this part of town. Why is that?
Not familiar with this neighborhood, are you? I guess your fancy colleagues are too afraid of being stabbed in the back.
This part of town does have quite a reputation. Would you say it's justified?
Totally. Look at me, for instance. I always look my opponent in the eye before knocking him out.
Me too. Right.
Have you heard of a nurse named Dorothy Crane? She's a colleague of mine, and is supposed to live around here.
Dorothy Crane? Yeah, I know her. One of the few good souls who dare to help the sick around here.
Could you please tell me more about her?
She's a nice girl. Tries to help the migrants. I offered to give her a hand, but she said my reputation would attract too much attention.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
I'm thinking about killing
Welcome,
him.
sir. Please, take a browse of my wares.
I am Dr. Reid. I would like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind.
Doctor?
What a face.
Interesting. I'm Barrett Lewis. Usually I don't have time to waste with talk, but at this hour of the night I can hardly refuse.
Let's see what he's got.
Right then. Show me what you have.
Oh, I was hoping for a gun. Opium? You're a regular drug dealer. I don't think I have any. I could sell him this. No. I don't really want to sell anything because it'd be the wrong thing. Lead rod. These ain't worth much anyways. Nah. Where'd that one jerk go? There's too many witnesses. I'll get him later, maybe. Who's this dude?
Excuse me, sir. Are you familiar with this part of town? Name's Clayton Darby, reporter.
Sorry, I'm new
You
to
look like a
Whitechapel.
reporter.
But perhaps
I mean, a
you could
liar.
help me since you're a journalist. My name is Jonathan Reid.
Dr. Reid, the famous surgeon. I'll gladly help if I'm able, sir.
Yeah, let's do
I
that.
heard you're investigating an underground medical dispensary in Whitechapel. What do you know about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. They are wary of strangers, and I'm not really an acquaintance of theirs. Why do you care?
I don't like him already. I don't want to tell him that. Maybe that.
I'm a doctor, Mr. Darby. I care about everything involving public health and this epidemic.
Are you sure you're not just concerned about the repercussions that a scandal involving a certain Nurse Crane from the Pembroke Hospital would bring?
Without a doubt, you are a damn fine journalist, Mr. Darby. What do you know of her accomplice, a man named Darius?
I don't know much about the man. He's very cautious. Never goes out. Doesn't seem to have any friends or family.
He
He's a
never
shut-in.
goes out.
No. A few days ago, he unexpectedly did. I followed him, but it was just a ruse to keep me away from his house.
Really? How do you know?
He went to the nearest mailbox, but just before posting his letter, he ripped it up and threw it away.
He has no relatives at all?
No. Except for that strange man, a poet named Richard Nethercott, who sometimes comes by. Darius would never let him in.
Where can I find this Mr. Nethercott?
He spends most of his time lurking around Whitechapel, talking to himself or declaring verses. These days, you can usually find him behind the church.
I don't think anyone's gonna care. Kill him. 1400. I could cure him. I'm not curing him, little punk. Oh, don't get me started on newspapers, liars.
Why are the newspapers keeping silent about the Spanish influenza?
'Cause that's what they do.
It's as though none of you care.
There's a war going on.
Propaganda.
People shouldn't be demoralized by news of deadly diseases.
I served in France. Our top priority must be to put an end to this butchery. This war must stop now.
Sir, streets are a battlefield too. An invisible and untold war is going on, and it must be stopped.
What is a journalist doing in this borough after sunset?
He goes where none of his colleagues would dare to go, to inform the country.
So you risk your life to reveal the truth. I saw many reporters do the same during the war.
Whitechapel is the crucible of so many untold stories and tragedies. I want people to know them.
That's quite honorable of you. But is the public interested?
Not at all, sir. And that's why I'm an independent journalist, hoping to sell some stories.
Have you any idea of the danger you face in these streets at night?
I've had to run and hide more than once from frenzied mobs incensed by the fever. Do you think the flu is really responsible for this, Doctor?
That science is unable to explain the facts doesn't mean there is no rational explanation.
Yeah.
I confess, I share your point of view, Doctor.
See if we can... Damn it. I think that's it.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell.
Here's a guy that talks to himself, I think.
Forgive my interruption.
Do not apologize, my son. Father Tobias Whitaker is always happy to teach mortals about the incoming Armageddon.
I am Dr. Jonathan Reid, and I just have a few questions.
A scientist? You are much more lost than I thought, my son.
You look like a crack addict.
Have you any friends? Any family left in these terrible times?
No. But I have a disciple I see as my son. He is so devoted. I sent him to preach the good word in the heart of this corrupted city.
You sent him on some preaching crusade during the epidemic.
As a
That's
true
smart.
believer, Samuel will fear no evil while he walks through the valley of the shadow of death.
Where did you send him?
I sent Samuel to the Stonebridge Cemetery, where the pestilence and evil grows night after night.
That's nice.
What do you mean when you say that I am more lost than you thought?
All scientists are entangled in a world of causes and consequences, and most of them can't see the plain truth.
Quite a judgmental opinion, if you ask me. But what do I know? Blinded by science as I am.
But you are seeking answers, aren't you? Answers about the Armageddon about to strike the city. Answers about the hidden truth.
Well, I suppose I can spare a few minutes listening to your so-called truth.
As a
Lay it on
doctor,
us.
you must be aware of the decimating epidemic. But let me tell you that this so-called Spanish flu is just the beginning of the end.
What do you mean?
The beast is finally revealing itself, corrupting the flesh and the heart of men. With my own eyes, I have seen them. Those minions from the abyss.
Keep going.
Really? And what would be your answer to this biblical threat?
We must
That's right.
fight the disease before this legion outnumbers us. But not with scalpels and microscopes. No.
What is left then?
Cleansing fire.
Oh, he's a pyromaniac. Pyromaniac.
Tell me, Tobias, what exactly is your plan concerning the cleansing
Kerosene
of this
in a
city?
match.
God will recognize his own. More than once this city has risen from the ashes, hardened and purified by the flames.
Let's do this one.
Purification by fire has proved useful, but where do you stop? Burn the clothes? The buildings? The corpses? Worse?
Your lack of faith is predictable. But my task is to convince rational minds like yours to see the light. This is God's will.
You're mad. And dangerous. You're nothing but a soulless butcher. A small-time Torquemada. The Savonarola of Whitechapel.
My son, if you think salvation is a free gift, go listen to the lies of that pompous fool, Joseph.
Joseph, a fool?
Vicar Larrabee of St. Mary's Church. While he continues preaching his fraudulent redemption, more and more people die in the streets.
Maybe we should kill him.
What do you mean when you say that I am more lost than you thought?
All scientists are entangled in a world of causes and consequences.
Yeah, you already told
And
us
most of them...
this.
Quite a judgment.
But you are...
Try this
I
one.
am. But the answers I seek are based on facts, not superstition.
I guess that's it. Now
Do
this
you
one.
know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
I don't like the liberal ideas of nurses, but I especially abhor that Nurse Crane you mentioned.
Why do you hate Nurse Crane more than other nurses?
Before coming to London, she was a member of the communist resistance in our country. That's what happens when you let a woman get involved in politics.
So you're not exactly a fan of Florence Nightingale's work. But nurses are essential for modern healthcare.
Nuns should be the only women allowed to take care of male patients.
Ooh.
It's obvious only they have the necessary moral fiber.
I have heard enough for tonight. Goodbye.
Wonder if anybody's looking. Ooh. That's a lot of XP. Wonder if I can get. Well, I probably can't mesmerize them. Damn it. What is this?
Don't be shy, handsome. What can Christina do for you?
I'm not looking for what you're selling. But
Think
I'd
for
like to ask
yourself.
you a few questions, if I may. I'm a doctor. Dr. Reid.
All right then, but be quick. Though I usually get paid when I open my mouth.
Oh. Oh, throw me off. Ooh.
Clayton Darby claims he will expose the crisis in Whitechapel to all of London. Do you believe him?
I believe Clayton's courage will erode with time. until he finally leaves Whitechapel to start another fight somewhere else.
Are you talking from experience?
I've seen your type come here to get a good fuck in a cheap room or a
Oh.
dark alley before going back to their fancy houses in the West End.
Why this skepticism?
How can you speak about starvation if you've never been hungry? Or about poverty? Or anything else you have never suffered from?
Well, he's been hungry.
Christina, have you been examined? The epidemic is spreading fast in London, and you could be exposed. Or expose others.
I don't like doctors or hospitals, but I don't like you asking questions.
This one.
Considering your line of work, I assure you it is only a matter of time before you have health issues.
If it is going to happen, it will happen. Right now, I need money. That's what's important.
You can put your own life in danger, that's your decision. But what about your clients? If you're contaminated, you will put them in danger too.
And you think that would worry me? If you knew the men I deal with, their health would not be what you'd worry about.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? Anything you can tell me about her would be helpful.
I don't know her, but I know her name is Dorothea Crăciunescu. She came from Romania like me and many others.
You seem to respect her.
Dorothea helps the sick people of Whitechapel. Everyone should respect that.
Tell me about yourself.
Are you joking with me? People don't usually come to see me for conversation.
I have no interest in your work. I am, however, curious as to what led you into this career.
Short story. The war, exile, and England. This country is not especially welcoming. I've been refused many jobs because of where I am from. I had few options left.
That one.
I always thought I was the master of my own fate. But now I know we don't always have control over our lives. I don't judge you.
You know, this money is not only for me. I have good reasons to need this money quickly. But it is not your concern, Doctor.
Dang.
Goodbye, miss. Take care of yourself as best you can.
Darius Petrescu's letter. My dearest, most beloved children, I am so sorry you have not heard from me for a few months. The situation in London has been difficult. I know it may sound selfish and silly when you, my children, are still living in a country consumed by war, but there is also a war going on here in England. A war against poverty and against injustice. This is a war I intend to fight deep despite my advanced years. This is why I'm writing to you today. I won't be coming back to Romania. That probably means I won't see you again before I die. Don't be sad, my darlings. You are grown up now and you have children of your own. You know the sacrifice we sometimes must accept to make the world a better place? This is the one I must make now, to feel useful one more time. I wish you a long and happy life. Kiss my grandchildren for me, and remember that your father loves you all the way from this cold, damp country. I am as ever your loving father, Darius Petrescu. Why would he put his
The
last
content
name
of
on
Darius' letter to his children could give me more leverage to enter.
there? Good. Flower bouquet. Small flower bouquet with a voucher for a free medical checkup hidden between the flowers. Oh, we got two of them. Is this her?
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reid. I'd like to ask you a few questions. I know what you're thinking. A tall stranger who meets a girl in the street at night. It reeks of the penny dreadfuls. But I mean you no harm, truly. I know you understand what I'm saying.
Speak up, lady.
Your silence has nothing to do with you being mute, does it? Camellia, I know you work for Dorothy Crane. Please tell me about her secret dispensary. A stubborn and mute comrade. Nurse Crane and Darius Petrescu have been clever.
She could write.
Very well. Goodbye then.
That's the same as the other one. I don't think I can go in here. Gotta get through up here. Probably locked. Yep. Damn it.
It's locked.
Hey, open a damn gate. I don't think I can get around there. Let's get this guy first. I'll come back. Damn, I don't know what's in that cloud, but it's a killer.
A leech! He's dead! Kill it all you deserve! Stay close, keep an eye on each other.
I need to draw that other sucker out.
Smells like rotten meat. One near, I know it. Easy, boys. Don't forget, check every roof. Steady, boys, we've got one of them.
Come on, damn it. I gotta take him out. Shit, wrong one.
Christ! He's dead!
I don't know what the hell that shit he's spraying on me is. I don't think I can get back there. Damn it. I can get up here. No. What the frick? I was supposed to fight him later.
Not exactly a treasure chest. A battered box, some knickknacks, and a letter.
Holy crap. I'm not ready for this place. 2 of them. And I wish I could jump over that wall. But I can't. I don't really want to fight him. Wonder if he's gonna follow me. Nope. Surprised he doesn't come out here.
Just look the other way this week, Joe. Come on, we can sort it out, right?
It's not my call, Barrett. You pay one way or another.
Please, Joe. How long have we known each other? We even used to be neighbours, for Christ's sake.
I'd prefer... You again? What do you want this time?
I don't know. Probably nothing.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
Oh, crap. Maybe he can help me again. Good thing I didn't kill
Good
him.
evening, Doctor. Can I help you?
Yeah, help me get across this damn gate.
Christina Popper claims she sells her body because she can't find any other work. Do you believe her?
Of course I do. Her story is exactly what I want my readers to understand. We live in an intolerant and divided nation.
Do you think things will ever change, Mr. Darby?
I believe
No.
the situation can only improve. And now that women can vote, I'm convinced things will change.
It didn't really, because everything's still fucked up.
I still have questions about that Darius fellow.
I don't know much about the man. He's very cautious. Never goes out. Doesn't seem to have any friends or family.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby.
That
Farewell.
was no help. Oh! I didn't see the other two there. Jerks. Well, that, flying cooldown's a lot shorter now. Which is nice.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reid. I would like to ask you a few questions.
Please be my guest. Although I may not be the best informant regarding this part of town, my words speak about that which the eyes cannot see.
Really? Are you an artist of some kind?
I'm a poet, sir. Richard Nethercott, at your service.
And I'm sure there's a big demand for poets over here. Let's do this first.
May I ask what you're doing at this hour of night, sir? Do you live here?
Not at all. I'm just enjoying the pleasure of a quiet walk. Though night talks are always preferable, if you ask me. Especially with strangers.
But are you not afraid of the epidemic?
Oh, why should I? I see some equity in the Spanish flu. No flesh should be saved, say the scriptures. Good or evil, rich or poor, all are equal in the eyes of the flu.
If you say so. But as a physician in a time of epidemic, I must caution you to avoid unnecessary exposure, sir.
Thank you, Doctor. But we both know the seeker of truth has to go boldly where the weak dare not.
Are you aware that your life could be in danger in this part of town?
But this is where I must be to feel the real beat of the city. I had to come, see it for myself, alone.
If some misfortune came upon you, who would be here to help you?
Well, you for a start, my dear doctor.
I'm not your bodyguard.
I understand your need for solitude, but it's not safe around here.
I don't care. I don't have many friends, Doctor, and my family despises me.
I was thinking about killing him, so...
What are your thoughts on the terrible situation in this city?
Terrible, you say? No. Of course, the death of so many innocents is a tragedy, but the scourge has not been all bad for the city. Oh, no, sir.
What are you talking about?
Do you remember London before the flu? Noisy, cacophonic, quiet nowhere to be found. And now, listen to this oddly peaceful silence.
Yes. The enjoyable silence of the grave. You have a unique perspective on the situation, I must admit.
Most people fail to understand my perspective. I don't blame them. But how could I call myself a poet if I veiled my feelings?
May I ask you a few questions about the district?
Extraordinary part of town, is it not? I'll be glad to help you, if I can.
What can you tell me about an old man called Darius?
Darius Petrescu? Yes, I know him. At first, I thought he was only a small publisher. I invited him to publish my work, but his reaction was pretty clear.
Not interested in your talent?
Darius is an old political activist who takes delight in printing tracts and lampoons. Those communist activities only require mediocre writing skills.
Well, I pronounced it wrong.
I'm looking for Dorothy Crane, a nurse who lives in this vicinity.
Dorothy Crane. Oh, I love the name. The Crane of Whitechapel. Sounds very mysterious. But, sorry, no, never heard of her.
Did you know the mute florist is a member of a secret society?
No, I didn't. But I thank you for this information, sir. For it only enriches the mystery surrounding the precious camellia.
I fear you are a hopeless romantic, Mr. Nethercott.
Guilty as charged, Dr. Reid.
Are you not curious? Is there not more you wish to know?
That girl has not an ounce of malice in her. Whatever she may be hiding, it's certain to be for the benefit of most, if not all.
Probably.
Tell me, Mr. Nethercott, why seek inspiration in Whitechapel?
The place is not beautiful per se, but how to explain it? Stirring and challenging.
In what way, exactly?
The struggle by gaslight, the barren smiles, and the arid hunger under the rain.
If you say so.
Such vibrant antagonism and vivid paradox, the stripped humanity raged across each street.
Vivid, of course, yes. And what about the poignant distress?
Oh yes, the poignant distress. You see what I mean, don't you? That's what I want to write about, and that's what Whitechapel is made of.
Do you not think it a little morbid?
On the contrary, sir. Whitechapel is full of life, full of beauty. Just like my dear muse, the wonderful Camellia.
What can you tell me about Camellia?
Not much. And that's the beauty of it. She can't speak, you know.
Yep.
She's a locked mystery who exhales kindness and sweetness.
Perhaps you're just afraid to find out the truth about your muse.
One day, perhaps, I'll ask her to come with me. But will she still be my wild flower of Whitechapel if she moves uptown?
Nope.
And have you ever tried to learn more about her? Where she lives?
Nope.
How she survives?
Nope.
Whom she may know?
Maybe I prefer she remains an enigma. Reality can be so dull, don't you think?
True. I guess that's it. Well, let's... Oh,
I'll leave you alone, sir.
that's it.
Darius is a bit less of a mystery now. It should not be that difficult to incite him to let me in.
Maybe I can unlock this. Yep. Yeah, he better let me in. Well, he's a partner. Let me see. I wonder why those two are together. He's over here. I don't know if I should kill him. Or we could probably kill.
Pay for peace of mind. Can't you just look the other way this week, Joe? Come on, we can sort it out, right? It's not my call,
I hope he lets me in this time.
Mr. Petrescu, just 1 minute, please.
You again?
Petrescu.
Go away.
I gotta mesmerize people, cause
Sir, wait.
terrible.
Stop this nonsense. I know Nurse Crane is here. Shall we speak man to man, you and I?
All right. Speak up.
Don't you see we're on the same side? We fight to help the poor, sick, and abandoned.
I'm nothing like you, Mr. Doctor.
Yes,
buddies.
you are. You too believe in providing medical care without charge. You know what we have to sacrifice to make the world a better place.
I have to admit your words have conviction. All right, I'll let you see Dorothea. Don't make me regret this, though.
Okay. Try not to. I wonder if he's got anything I can take. Let me ransack your house real quick first.
It's locked, all right.
Damn it. I gotta kill him to get the key. Oh, just barge right in. Taking all their crap. The hell?
Can you hear my voice? I need help!
What do we have here, nurse?
Patient Razvan Vasily, high fever running on 3 days. Complaints of dizziness, muscle aches, and head pain, diagnosed with influenza.
Treatment?
Aspirin and salicin for the fever and discomfort, liquids for dehydration, but he's having trouble keeping even water down.
I better do that
Thank you,
first.
nurse. Anything else I should know?
He did lose consciousness this morning, but he's never had convulsions like these.
He's turning.
He's not convulsing, he's choking. He's not getting any air. Scalpel! Hand me that scalpel!
What can I do, Doctor?
Let's see if we got any.
It's too dangerous to operate with these convulsions. Sedative, nurse. Do we have any anesthetics?
I'm sorry, Doctor, none at all.
Headbutt him. Yeah.
I need to perform a tracheostomy. Short pipe. That rubber tube will do. We're going to cut a passage for air through the neck.
Yes, Doctor.
That hurt like a mother.
He's breathing again, but he's coughing up blood.
Internal hemorrhaging. I need to make another incision into the chest cavity to drain the fluids from the lung. Prepare another tube.
A thoracostomy? Doctor, we've nothing to fight the infection. We need an aseptic environment.
Right then, Nurse Crane. What do you suggest we do?
I've no idea. I'm not the doctor.
Time is of the essence. We need to perform a thoracic drain.
Yes,
I'm
Doctor.
gonna just do it. He's probably gonna die anyways.
He's still bleeding, Doctor. I'm losing his pulse.
The drain must have punctured the intercostal artery. There's too much blood.
Are you all right, Doctor?
Nope.
I can't see. Yes. Yes. I have this, nurse. Allow me to finish the procedure alone. I need the room.
I'd prefer to stay and see this through. This is my patient, Doctor.
No.
I have needle and thread for stitching the wound.
Good. The stitches are holding. How's he doing?
We're losing him. We've lost his pulse. He's dying, Doctor.
I don't know. That one.
Cardiac
I'm not a
massage.
doctor.
Now.
Cardiac... What? Are you making this up as you go along?
Yes, I am. I'm not a doctor. Uh-oh. Oops. Killed another one.
We've lost the pulse. He's gone, Doctor.
Nurse, we did everything we could.
Truly? Everything you could. Is that how you'll report this in your log? Is this how the war went? Piling up one poor corpse beside the next?
This was not an influenza-induced seizure. I've never seen symptoms like these on the continent.
Neither have I. But the previous symptoms leading up to this attack were the same, indistinguishable from the epidemic.
No. There was something more vile in these reactions. Something primitive.
There have been numerous reports of mental breakdowns caused by the fever that accompanies the flu itself, Doctor.
Yes, but... I'd best take some samples of the blood for analysis.
Maybe you can't save him either way. I don't know.
I doubt you're here to test my bedside manners.
Nope.
I suspect it was more than intuition alone that led you to us. So, how might I be of service, Dr. Reid?
I've come to put an end to this insufferable blackmailing, Dorothy.
Doctor, you think your warnings scare me? I've stolen and plied, blackmailed and lied, but what else am I to do? I'm all these people have.
I'm
But
curious.
why Lady Ashbury? Why her, of all people?
She's pristine and proper, all right. But that she-wolf in sheep's clothing murders the poor for sport. I have her where she belongs, and I'll milk her for all she's got.
You've convinced me of the sincerity of your actions and their noble justifications. But all the same, blackmail is a crime, and it will stop, Nurse Crane.
So, are you going to turn me over to the authorities?
I don't want to kill her. Well, I do, but I think that would destroy the district.
No. Your place is here. Jailing you would be an even greater crime. So, here is my proposition. I'll look the other way on your little enterprise. In exchange, you will resign from the Pembroke Hospital and provide me with medical supplies when the need arises.
Dr. Reid! That sounds like a business proposition. My accomplice, then?
No, just a privileged client. My research may require the occasional rare piece of equipment or ingredient. I'll pay good coin in exchange, fair and honest, to help finance your noble endeavors.
We have ourselves a deal, Doctor. Good customers are always welcome.
Yes, Nurse Crane. We have a deal.
Otherwise, I'm gonna kill ya. Ooh, an achievement. Ooh, new citizens available to kill. Cool. Alright, I'm gonna stop here. I'm gonna loot her room first.
This one stinks already.
Alright, we're gonna save them for next time. I can just pause it here. Because the Xbox has quick resume, which I like. Anyways. Man, that was a lot. Hope you enjoyed it. That was pretty fun. I do like this game. Well, appreciate you watching, and until I see you next time, take care of yourself. Bye.